lockdown. Meanwhile, on the left, Ex Machina has already moved on to his second or third feature. He extruded that block, he shelled it. Now he's got that first square opening in place. But oh my gosh, look at James on the right. Now he's already got his extrusion done with all of those holes cut in it completely, where we can see Ex Machina on the left using ALIBRE trying to get that pattern of those holes. Wow, what a turnaround there. Hey, what's up everybody? Too Tall Toby here, and in today's tournament highlight video, we're gonna take a look at the very first battle from our recently kicked off 2025 Summer Open. This one featured a showdown between Ex Machina, our number 4 seed, using ALIBRE, going up against James, our number 5 seed, using Onshape. And this battle was a lot of fun to watch. I gotta give a special shout out to our brand new sponsor, MacroPad.io. MacroPad creates these physical macro pads with buttons and dials on them so that you can really fine-tune your workflow and assign custom keyboard shortcuts. And I think you'll enjoy seeing the Wheel of Fate picking the perfect challenge for this kickoff battle. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this battle. Let me know what you think about the model. Be sure to hit the like button and be sure to tune back in for the second battle between these two epic competitors. Going to turn 2. What we like to call the Wheel of Fate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle this a little bit, but what all of you can do out there in the audience is you can test yourselves, test your clairvoyance, see if you've got what it takes to choose the correct model that will be selected here from the Wheel of Fate. And so we see people in the chat already answering. So here we go. Let's give this thing a rip. And Ian Westbrook says, my first live. Thank you for joining us, Ian. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Wheel of Fate. Oh, wow. Okay. There we go. We're going to just start at the beginning. Good luck to our runners on this first challenge. This is going to be a good one. As we're getting this thing set up, let's learn a little bit about our runners. So we've got Ex Machina, our number 4 seed, using ALIBRE from Greece, and he is an amateur rally driver who can drift front wheel car drives or front wheel drive cars, excuse me. And if his co-driver or coworker mistakenly says flat left instead of right, he's turning left. There's no time. You can't adjust for that. Whatever they say is what you got to do. And James, using Onshape, our number 5 seed. James is from Australia. He's been using Onshape since 2022, designing first robotics competition robots, and he's a huge Lego fan. This is his first CAD competition. So welcome, James. Welcome to your first CAD competition. Guys, what an awesome run-up to this first battle. It's been so great getting everything ready here, but now the time for talk is over. We now enter into our very first CAD vs. CAD battle in this 2025 Summer Open, the Variety CAD Tournament. Here we go. Ex Machina versus James. ALIBRE versus Onshape. Greece versus Australia. This CAD vs. CAD battle begins in 3, 2, 1, go! What is the mass of this part in XXX grams? The tolerance is plus or minus 0.2 grams. And look at this, it's a macro button housing. Very apropos considering our new sponsor. A little bit different from their layout, but let's go. We've got symmetry in 2 directions on this bad boy. We've got some standoffs for the screw mounts, and both of our runners are grabbing a screen capture, and both of our runners are jumping into their 3D CAD systems. We've got ALIBRE on the left with Ex Machina, creating what looks like a sketch from the top plane looking down. We've got James on the right using Onshape. Looks like he's creating a sketch from the top down as well, but it looks almost like he started at the origin and moved out. I see that his dimensions there are 116. So I wonder if maybe he's going to be trying to do just a portion of this thing and maybe mirror it. Very, very interesting. Says brutal for the first one. Matab says nice model. Brutal for the first one. Yeah, all the models in this tournament starting today are going to be either tier 3 or tier 4. There is one tier 5 model, but most of the models are going to be tier 4. And I think this one lands squarely in that tier 4 range. Although it could maybe be a little bit higher. It could maybe be a tier 5. Cat Undergrad says hello from South Africa. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. And pretty cool model we've got here to get things started. This is an aluminum housing. You might use this if you were designing macro pads. Pretty cool model. So we see on the left, we've got Constantine, we've got Ex Machina. He's already drawing first blood. He's already got solid geometry there, where on the right, James is taking more of a layout approach where he's really trying to lay out everything in this model. So looks like he's got a pretty nice sketch pattern there, maybe struggling a little bit on the right there with James getting that sketch pattern to be locked down. Meanwhile, on the left, Ex Machina has already moved on to his second or third feature. He extruded that block. He shelled it. Now he's got that first square opening in place. But oh my gosh, look at James on the right. Now he's already got his extrusion done with all of those holes cut in it completely, where we can see Ex Machina on the left using ALIBRE trying to get that pattern of those holes. Wow, what a turnaround there. That was awesome, James. Well done. And so now we see here that James is going through, adding those fillets onto the outside. Platicus in the chat saying, yeah, 2D pattern versus 3D pattern, which will prevail? Metab in the chat saying both of them are cruising. Yes, indeed. So we see that James now has managed to go through and adding those fillets into the outside. And interesting, looks like he's going to be using some offset geometry here to cut the back into this aluminum housing. We're going to cut out the inside of this aluminum housing so we can put all the guts there in the inside. Meanwhile, we see Ex Machina was able to get that pattern on the left of his button cutout holes and now is moving on to those standoffs. We've got those standoffs in this model, the standoffs for the screws. That's going to be an extrusion with some draft in it, and then there's going to be a screw. Now, I realized after I modeled this part up that if we were making this out of aluminum, we wouldn't really need that draft on those standoffs. So let's just say for sake of engineering that it is functional for some reason. But really, you would typically see those standoffs with draft if it was an injection molded part, so that you could properly eject the part from the mold. But it gives us another opportunity here to use some different features to make this model a little more complicated if we had draft onto those screw standoffs. So it looks like Ex Machina there is extruding that circle for that screw standoff and adding the draft to that circle. And it looks like on the right, we have got James going around and adding those circles, recognizing that those circles are concentric to those corner fillets. So he got those corner fillets on there first. Sometimes the order of operations can save you time. And by getting those corner fillets on there first, he maybe saved himself having to dimension the location of those. We notice that James is going around doing all 4 of those corner standoffs, where Ex Machina on the left is doing one standoff, and then he's probably going to utilize some type of pattern or mirror. Rich Penn pointing out that could work for cast aluminum. Thank you, Rich Penn. Always there looking out for me. You're absolutely correct. It could be for cast aluminum. That's why we put the draft on those standoffs. Of course, it doesn't explain why we didn't draft the rest of the wall, but maybe the cast is rough and has all the draft on it, and then we machine it out to have straight walls. That's how we're going to do it. That's what we're going to say. Just the details, exactly. Nice, Ate. Ate came into the chat saying, got it. He's already got it. Very nicely done. And Ex Machina coming in with an answer, and his answer is 103.41 .41 grams. That is not correct. That is not correct. Not correct. Oh, not correct. So Ex Machina is going to continue trying to model this part. It looks like he had a great run there. Wow, he really got through those last couple of features fast. But now he's got to look at the drawing. He's got to look at his print. He's got to try to figure out what's going on with his physical model compared to the print. It looks like he made a change there. I think what he changed was maybe the draft angle on that standoff. Our runners are allowed to answer incorrectly once, but then if they answer again and they're incorrect again, they're going to get knocked out. And we see that Ex Machina has come in with an answer, 100.7 grams. And we see that James has come in with an answer as well, or at least has the answer in his, it looks like he's got the answer chambered up, probably in his copy and paste. He's not even going to submit the answer though, but guys, 100.7 grams is correct. So well done, congratulations, very, very nice, and what a close match. Man, I was watching James's screen. I see he's got that mass calculator on his screen. He was right there, just a few moments behind Ex Machina, but it is Ex Machina who gets that first one correct, takes first blood in this CAD vs. CAD tournament. It looked like his use of feature patterns and his use of symmetry really paid off there in that CAD vs. CAD battle. Well done, Ex Machina, and congratulations to all the ALIBRE users out there. You've got a true champion here representing you. And what a battle. Very nicely done. Guys, put a GG in the chat for our first point winner, Ex Machina.